everyone, today we are going to be making chocolate cake and frosting, and this recipe was inspired by my friend Tara. To get started, you need 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, and ½ cup of vegetable oil. So let's quickly pour these ingredients in. I'm just going to start off by pouring in the eggs and the sugar. So using your hand mixer, you want to mix all this up. You want to make sure the ingredients are nice and thick to have a nice cream base. And I'm just going to add in my vegetable oil. Now you need 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract and 2/3 cups of sour cream. So I'm just going to add all these ingredients in. And using your hand mixer, again, you want to mix all these ingredients together. Now to get started, you need ½ a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, ½ a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, and then you need 1½ cups of cake flour. And now what you want to do is you want to pour all these ingredients together. So once that's done, you want to carefully mix the batter all together. And I'm just going to carefully use my spatula, scrape off all the sides, and then we're going to mix it all up. Alright, so your batter should look nice and thick, and it should look something like this. Now using an 8-inch pan, you want to grease these pans up. So I'm just going to use a cooking spray and just lightly grease it all together. You basically want to grease the trays so the batter does not stick onto the pan. Alright, so once that's done, you want to divide the batter into 2 halves so each pan is even. You then want to make sure that the batter is all nice and flat so you get a nice even cake. You then want to bake your batter for 350 Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. While we're waiting for our chocolate cake to bake, we can begin by making our chocolate frosting. So first things first, you need 3½ cups of powdered sugar. You need 1/3 cup of milk. You can use whatever milk you'd like. And then you need 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. So now you can start off by pouring all these ingredients together and mixing it all up using a hand mixer. You want to make sure that your frosting is nice and thick, and then once you're done mixing, you want to leave it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Alright, so once you're done your cake, it should look something like this. I've already finished cooling off my cake, so I've placed them onto a plate. And then we're going to begin by cutting off the top layer of the cake. So once we decorate, our cakes are nice and flat. Now we're going to grab our chocolate frosting and we're just going to place the frosting onto the cake. Now this is optional, but I decided to add some brownie bits on top of my cake, and you can grab my brownie recipe down in the description below. So I'm just going to quickly add some more frosting on top of my cake because I added in my brownies. Now I'm slowly going to add the other half of my cake and place it on top of the cake, and then I'm just going to slowly add on the frosting. So once that's done, your cake should look something like this. I decided to add some more brownies on top. And again, you can grab my brownie recipe down in the description below. Hopefully you enjoyed this recipe. For more information, visit trywithbride.ca. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook and Instagram.